Hello, everyone. Oh my gosh. I just realized in StreamYard, when it goes down to countdown to 0, it says it's showtime. And here we are. Hello. Monique Renee here, photographer at Silver Paw Studio, and welcome to the Green Room. This is the live stream show every Monday at 1 p.m. Mountain Time from Colorado. And we just talk about a variety of things. Oftentimes we're talking about the video that posted last week, answering any of your questions. If you're on my newsletter list, maybe we're talking about what we wrote in there. So quite a few different things. Let me make sure the chat is up so I can see all of what you want to ask me. So how is it going? We are officially into summertime. Can you believe that? Okay, 2020 is half over. That's kind of a good and a bad thing at this point, right? What I want to talk on the live stream today, I can't remember what I titled it because there was two different title options, and I think it's Have You Changed? And essentially it's how are you dealing with the new normal? Oh, here's the comments. Sorry, everyone. Here's the comments. Oh, hey, Frank. Hey, Diana. Welcome. So let me get rid of my little name here. Y'all know who I am, right? Okay. My name's going to go boop. And before I forget, I just want to make sure that if you don't know what the email group is for professional and aspiring professional pet photographers, here is the link right here. I am playing around with sending out the emails either Friday afternoon or Monday morning. Last week I sent them on Friday afternoon talking about what we were going to talk about on this show, and I didn't get as big an open rate as I normally do on a Monday morning, but I just felt like Monday was such last minute. So I don't know. If y'all have an opinion in there and when you want to receive this weekly email, let me know. It's been super fun to connect with you that way because I can add more to those emails beyond what I've put here on YouTube. So maybe it's something that I've heard on this live stream since the YouTube, something I thought about, something I had to cut from the YouTube video just because length. It's hard to kind of keep people engaged on a YouTube video. So some things get cut. So this is a great email list group to be on if you want to know a little bit more behind the scenes and be able to ask me questions. Oh, Vicky's here. You do? Ooh la la, right? I really didn't style it much today. Oh, Vicky says that she likes my new haircut, BT dubs. So yes, I went to I was going to say groomer. Oh my gosh. I went to my hairdresser last week and she sassed it up. That's what I asked her to do. So I'm glad we're getting, thumbs up, paws up for the haircut. Okay, let me make this banner go away. Patty made it. Yay. William made it. Okay, so many of you are already on this list. And I was just asking Patty, William, Diana, Vicky, Frank, if you can let me know if you would prefer to see that weekly email to come out on Friday afternoon or Monday morning, right before the live stream. Do you want the weekend to think about what we're going to talk about and to hear about that Friday morning video? Or, what do you prefer? Thank you, Patty. Groomer for the humans, Vicky. Oh, goodness. I had a grooming thing with Bailey this morning when I wasn't looking. Of course, after the sprinklers were done, she went out and tiptoed through the flowers and got all these teeny tiny burrs on her and came in completely muddy. She took a bath today, even though her grooming is next week. Oh my gosh. All right. So let me know if you have a preference on when you receive this email. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep trying it and just see what happens. Okay. All right. Let's, how do I make that go away? Here we go. So the title of the show is Have You Changed? I hope you've all had a chance to take a look at that email. And it's pretty much in relation to the video that came out on Friday. I better get the comments back here for y'all. Friday email would be nice. Would have the weekend to think about stuff. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that too. Friday, William. Okay, nice to think about over the weekend. Okay, so you all must have seen that on Friday. That's great. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for that feedback. There's a timing thing like, do I put it out right before the live stream on Monday? But great, awesome. I will do that then. Y'all have spoken. Wonderful. Oh, did you like that? So the video on Friday was all about the mini session model that I'm trying out this spring, summer, and how it's different than in any other time, any other time. And, the video that went out before that we all had such a great discussion on last week was about alternative revenue streams for pet photographers and videographers. So with that in mind, I wanted to kind of see what people were doing if you've changed your business to adjust to like the new normal, right? And the new normal is a moving target, which is what I'm finding. So depending on where you live and things happening in your area, in your own personal life, all of that's kind of a moving target. So what have you done for your pet photography specific business, or what do you plan on doing? Some of us haven't implemented all of our awesome ideas yet, right? Vicky says, best feedback is asking your audience. And they did. I know. Ta-da! Yeah, I have an awesome audience. Thanks, everybody. So what have you done to pivot or change even temporarily? So for my mini session idea, if you haven't seen that was the last produced video posted here on YouTube. And that is temporary. And so that is one of those specials, I suppose, in my studio. So I'm going to offer it through the end of June. I might offer it a little bit longer just because I think the world would be a little bit different by now. And so what I may do is extend that a little bit farther. And so on my photographer files email, that's a whole different email list. It's just my general one. And I'll announce that and I'll put it on my Facebook page too. So that is more like, okay, I'm going to wear a mask, right? We're going to go outside. We're going to stay apart as much as we can. Good thing I have those big long lenses. And, they're going to be shorter sessions. We won't meet as much in person. That is how I'm adjusting to this current new normal. And I wondered what y'all are doing yet. Patty says, don't have a business yet, right? I didn't want to be doing filings with IRS and state if I wasn't able to earn money. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, hi, Panda. So yeah, Patty, I know, especially if you're going to sell physical products, and you have to worry about, in many areas, sales tax too, right? So then you have all these things to file. One nice thing, especially about our area, is that if you didn't sell anything, you file it, but there's like one paper. You say 0, and they're like, okay, bye. And so it is a little bit easier, but the more you can get yourself into the habit of doing kind of quarterly sales taxes and all that, the better, because, oh my, Frank has been hibernating. You have not, Frank. You've been testing out videography. I've seen that. Do I have a cold? No. Do I sound like it? I'm a little bit farther from my microphone. My microphone likes it when I'm right here, but I don't want to be like staring at you like that. So it might, because my microphone's a smidge far from me. Let's see. And William, you just recently registered in Oregon. Awesome. Okay. So for some people, the pivot right now is just starting, which is awesome because, and I don't want to say this in a bad way, but there are going to be businesses that just are going to pivot completely out of business. You know what I mean? So some people might go, this isn't my calling after all. I'm going to go do something else, or whatever the thing is. So I think when, look forward, if we had magic goggles, yes, in 6 or 12 months, if say there's not a COVID problem anymore, right? What's the playing field? Will you be one of the ones that are left standing really strongly because you've built such a good foundation? So like William and Patty, you're building your foundation right now. So you might be one of those that is kind of like still around, so that could be your pivot, is just opening up altogether. Yes, but I understand COVID is a hot spot. Oh, you're lagging behind in your area. Yeah. So it might be a little bit longer for you, right, Patty? Your shelter where I do photos is still closed to volunteers. I know, mine too. And so here's one of the things I'm doing to pivot, Patty, is I love that. I love alliteration. Okay. I was just before this broadcast editing my video for this week. And what I've done for the shelter, I'm going to give y'all a little sneak. Okay. I'm not going to actually show you the footage, but I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. Okay. They did a porch drop of a bunch of their merch. They have t-shirts, hoodies, tote bags, a bunch of merch, because they changed logos and changed some things around 6 months ago. They have all this new merch and they need help putting it out there in the world, like on their Etsy page, so they can make more money and raise funds for their cause, right? And so they dropped it all off to me, and I photographed it all in my studio. That was an awesome way that I could still participate and feel like I was giving to them and they can earn money. And so I just finished editing all of the still photos last week and sent them to the gallery. So I'm waiting to hear back if there's a few more I need to take, but I've got all the footage and I can hardly wait to show you all what I'm doing there. So even though you can't physically go to the shelter, you might be able to do something along those lines. So that's also one of the ways I'm pivoting, which is perfect because now I have even more images I can add to my new website for product photography. So when we talked about all of our streams of revenue last week, one of them was business photos, not just headshots, which are fun and awesome. I love those, but sometimes they have products they need to showcase. And so this is a great way to play around with that. And I styled it and they kind of gave me carte blanche. So of course I did the regular like on white, but we did some other fun stuff too. So that video will be coming out for you on Friday, and it might stir some creative juices of something that you could do. Yeah. What else are we doing to pivot? I made some notes. Let's see. We've got different types of session, alternate revenue streams. We came up with so many new ideas last week, everyone, for extra revenue streams. And I'm going to make one of those videos probably in the next month on all the different ways. One of those like 10 and 100 seconds, but it's probably going to be like 20 and 200 seconds. So it'll be and it'll be great. You have to take notes because I talk fast. Patty says, my shelter doesn't do fundraisers as they are part of the police department. Oh, I asked about that before, but they don't do fundraisers, maybe in the future, but not now. Do they sell any kind of merch? That could be something. They probably don't then if they don't do that. Ooh, that's interesting. So how can you pivot that? It would be a great, oh gosh. We'll have to think about that, right, Patty? So what else do they need photos for? Any kind of social media? I know that here there's the Larimer Humane Society, and they have, I don't think they're tied to the police department, but they have like their animal control is part of the county humane society. And in normal times, I was able to go along and ride along with them and see kind of what they did and photograph that process for them. I don't know if that's something that you can do in your area. Obviously not the ride along part, but maybe like, you know, if they go find, like, sometimes there's those stories of like animals that get stuck somewhere and they go help them. Like we had some kittens, I think it was, stuck in, oh gosh, a soccer fence, netting. And so the animal control went out for that. You never quite know what they're going to get called on though. So it'd be hard to like follow them and then photograph it. That's very different, but you might be able to offer editing services or, consultations. You're not going to make money on that, but we can at least help them out. Like maybe message them or call them and say, hey, if you need any pointers on taking better pictures of the incoming animals with your phone, let me know. Or if animal control officers are really busy and they can take a quick photo of like a lost or a found pet, maybe you could edit those for them. So that's always something you can help too. Panda says, how do you balance your paying photography and volunteering and your YouTubing? Oh, that is a big question, Panda. So what I have done is I've just decided that I would photograph at the shelters whether I was doing this as a profession or not. And I think it's super important to go into that type of giving with that mindset. There are too many groups that say, ooh, here's a great way to market and advertise your business is just go volunteer at the shelters for a little while. That's not a long-term help for anybody. So this has to come from your heart. And so I have just decided that in normal times, Monday mornings are for the shelters. And yes, I do put my logo on them because I do run a business and I'm doing this for them, free of charge. And they're totally happy with that. So they're fine with putting my logo and tagging me and things like that. But I'm not crazy. Like, I don't go crazy. Like if they post one picture without a logo, it's fine. We have a good relationship. And so what has happened is that's just from my heart, no matter what comes out of it business-wise. YouTube, I took up 1.5 years ago. Not sure how long I would keep up with it. Quite honestly, everyone, each produced video that's about 10 minutes long takes 8 to 10 hours per week to produce. Now, some of the talking head ones, not so much. I have a script and I say it through and then I edit it. But anything that shows you in the process of, that takes a very long time. And I have lots of videos that are completely scrapped because for one reason or another, I can't finish them. So it's a lot of work, but what I love is I love teaching. I love getting together with all of you. And now I've got a whole like new group of people and I can help you with resources, and that can help me decide what I'm going to do for my courses going forward. So if everyone in here says, if I have like 10 ideas for a course, maybe what you all really need is course number 1. You don't need number 8, so that's kind of where YouTube is helping my business as well. And I've learned tons of video producing and editing and filming. And so all of that gets passed on to my clients. So I see it as also a learning platform for sure. Let's see, Dasam, you're not professional. Should I even be here? Oh, yeah. You mean here, like on my YouTube page? Absolutely. You are welcome to be here. Yes. Because I do tons and tons of videos and content for volunteers as well. Yeah. Patty, you could give them pointers maybe. I mean, just anything, like just from your heart, reaching out saying, listen, I know we're all kind of stuck where we are, but I just want to be a resource for you. What do you need help with? And very oftentimes it's, maybe they just need help figuring out how to get better light into their little place. Or maybe they shouldn't take the picture in that dark back room, move to a window if they possibly can. It could be small things like that that are going to make a huge difference to their workflow. So I would just offer, Patty, and odds are you know more about photography than they do because that's not their profession. And so don't undersell yourself, even if it's just as a volunteer reaching out. Panda says, you're not even an amateur, although your kitty pictures are very cute, Panda. Block scheduling, batch processing. That's what you're doing right now for your new normal. I think you've always been kind of doing that, right, Diana? Yeah. Industry standard on video is 1 hour for each minute of video work. Oh, is it really? Okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. That probably makes sense. That's for YouTube. If I'm producing a video for a client, it's a lot more hours per minute, like a lot more, because there's tons more travel and everything. Outside, Vicky says, oh, you know what? I totally forgot that I can showcase these. Hello. Wake up. Outside perspectives are more helpful than you realize. Share it and you'll see how impactful it is. Exactly. And let's see. Diana's backing me up here on the YouTube. Even at that, though, I love, oh, I just dropped my Rocketbook. Please hold. I love live streaming. I love chatting with all of you. I love making the content. I'm kind of a teacher at heart. Just ask my little brother and sister who had to sit through a lot of play school. Yeah. So, I encourage anyone to start a YouTube channel, even though it's a ton of work. Patty, you can give them pointers. Exactly. Yeah. Let's just see what we could do to think outside what our brains normally think of, right? This is that time. Yeah. All right. So what else? Okay. What time do we have? Oh, 18 minutes. What else did I have to tell you? First of all, if you are not part of this group I keep talking about, Dasam, I don't remember if you are, then you can join. I showed this at the top of the show, but bit.ly/petphotobiz, and you can be part of my new pro and aspiring pro pet photographer email group. You are invited. So just go to that link and you'll figure it out. It's pretty simple. Yes. So there's that. Oh, I want to tell you, okay, so when we're talking about these alternative revenue streams, one thing I've been getting asked about a lot is these photographer shirts, and people want to buy them. And I have to tell you, I had this made specially. What is that? Custom. Oh my gosh, I use that word all the time in my business. This shirt was custom. The logo was made for me. And then I have a friend of mine who makes t-shirts. And so she did this for me. But here's what I've done. I have made, wait for it, a Teespring store. So I have taken this photographer graphic that I have had special made for my studio, and I am sending it out to all of you if you would like one of these shirts, socks, tote bags, hoodies. I have made this into a Teespring store. So if that is something you're interested here, let me, you don't have to see, I'm on my other screen over here. If you're seeing me look at that away. So let's make this, I think I can make this bigger. Oh, there we go. Yep. So there's some different colors, obviously, whatever size you want. Ooh, look at the blue. Isn't that nice? Yeah. Oh, wait, I don't want to pop up. Okay, let's go back. You could get socks, everyone. Do you want, I love socks. I have so many socks. People look at me really silly. So there you go. So if you go to Teespring, it is stores dash, oh, hey, guess what? I think I might have made a banner. I might have made a banner. Oh, snap, I did. teespring.com/stores/silver-paw-studio. So if that is something you're interested in, you want to brand yourself as a photographer, you're welcome. Now you can have access to my logo on those products. All right. Let me go back to the comments because I want to make sure I'm not missing any of your input here. Okay. All right. So I think, we're all adjusting to the kind of new normal as it is, as a moving target. So things to think about, whether you are an established pet photographer going through this, or if you're thinking about starting. So keep these things in mind, because my whole thing is I want my clients and their pets and their staff to be safe and feel safe. So I'm huge on that. Whatever it might be, from your dog definitely will wear a leash and I'll just magically disappear it in Photoshop, all the way to I will wear a mask and keep my distance. So at any time, you should be looking at your processes and making sure that your clients are comfortable and safe. Panda says, do pros need to use a DSLR these days? High-end bridge cameras, non-interchangeable lenses with good size sensors. Yeah, well, that's true. There are bridge cameras. And there's some good ones. I know a lot of vloggers use them, like the Sony just came out with the ZV-1, something like that. I kind of want that. I'm not going to lie. And it is fixed. There, you can't change the lenses out. So it just kind of depends on your business model. And you can always rent these. You can rent them and see what you think. For me, I'm kind of stuck on my DSLR, with the interchangeable lenses, because I find, I want a wide angle to provide this look, and I want a zoom to provide this look. So for me, I really like that, but there are people making money using their phone. So you can make it work depending on the model that you choose. I really think so. Maybe you wouldn't be able to, do agility that's all the way across an arena with some of those, but maybe you could do something else. You could do your shelter work. It's really just how you decide. And I think don't let your equipment hold you back, right? I know I talk a lot about equipment on here, and I know that's one thing you have to be a photographer, but there's a lot of ways to look at it. Patty says, since I'm trying to focus on doing outside shots, what do you use for carting your gear? Do you have any suggestions of what to look for? Oh, Patty, I love my red wagon. Okay. So, like wagons that people get for their kids and grandkids with the wooden bars on the side. I totally use a wagon. My little red wagon with the brown slatted wood on the side, and it's just small enough to fit in the back of my Subaru Forester. And when I had a minivan, it was even nicer because the minivan dipped down. Anyways, I can go on and on about my wagon. I totally love my wagon. Anything with wheels would be great. And I tell you what, I can tote around my big light, my light stand, a tripod, my camera bag, weights, a modifier, water for the dog, a bowl for the dog, and towels. I should just do an unboxing of my wagon at some point. All the stuff that I can bring in my wagon, and that thing has big wheels. I could take it all everywhere. And so as Steve and I are putting together this modified mod, I guess, for my wagon to put my light on, you'll be seeing it. So I totally love my wagon. Oh my gosh. Exactly. And so this is the side Benny. It is a great prop as well, which I have used. So I had a family with a little kid and a bigger dog, and we had the kid in the wagon, mom and dad next to the wagon, and the dog next to the the mom and dad. So a nice little triangle, and she got to sit in the wagon, which she completely loved. So yes, sometimes I have my camera bag is a backpack because often I'll wear that so a kid or a dog can ride in the wagon. But I so much love my wagon. I made something that folds up because of space limitations in a vehicle. Okay. There's some things you could do there. Wagons. Oh, yeah. What about, could you use one of those grocery carts? You know, they're like this big, can fit maybe 2 bags of groceries, and then cart along like that. So that's an option. What I did for years and years is just take multiple trips. So there's that, which wasn't so great if I was trying to take a light out on location. I'd have my backpack on and a light stand and my speed light, and oh my goodness, it's a lot. But any kind of cart you can get your hands on would work. Yeah. Oh, fold up wagons. Yeah. My mom for gardening has one of those cloth sided fold up ones. That would actually be really nice as well. Maybe not as a prop, but to put all your gear in, that could totally fold up. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so Patty, maybe look at places like Lowe's. That could have a gardening style fold up wagon and lighter weight too, because mine can be a little bit bulky to get in and out. Yeah. Let me know what you decide. That's a super idea. I love it. Yeah. All right, what else do I have? Okay, I've got everything on my list. I think I've told you that one of the things I'm working on is my new website. Oh, snap. I met with my web designer the other day, and it is coming along nice. Our goal is the end of the month. So maybe we'll have an unveiling party on one of those Mondays here in the green room. I'll give you a little tour of my new website. I'm very excited about it because my old website has nothing about offering videography. So here we go. Ooh, the Walmart camping section could be, yeah. Yee. Okay. Oh my goodness, I need some water. It has been so great to see you all. I want to let you know the next 2 produced videos here are the one on product photography that's coming out Friday. And that'll have all the merch from the animal rescue that I work with, bags and shirts, and I style them. So we just use things from around my house and from around my studio to style these. It's super fun. And then the video after that, I'm going to talk about the therapy dog group that I work with. And I have photographed them for their trading cards. But right now, they're not going to any place to offer therapy. This is dogs that go into like schools and assisted living and help out there. Like all the people there could pet them and study with them and just kind of relax with dogs. And they have 2 cats as well. And I brainstorm with them a way that I can help them, that they can help their people. And it's really fun. It's super fun. So that video is half done, and I'll let you know how that's going. So my next 2 videos are all going to be on the craft of photography. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah. And, when I do I'll have to do like a wagon unboxing for you, Patty. I think that would be pretty fun. I've been thinking about that anyway, because there are things that pet photographers need to take on set that other people don't. So, yay. All right. Any last questions? I'm going to go for the week. Yeah. If you have any more questions, type them in the comments here and I'll answer live. If you're watching this on the replay, type them in the comments there, and I will see them after the fact too. Okie dokie. All right. I hope you all had a great weekend, and here we are in the summertime here in the Northern Hemisphere. And so that feels really good. We can get some of our sunshines. Okay. I'm not seeing, Diana, I saw your comment. Okay, everyone, I am going to sign off. And what do I always say? As always, I wish you many whoops, purrs, and TREATSs. Great to see you all. I'll see you here next Monday in the green room again. Have a super week.